Are you eating enough? Are you eating too much? If you're trying to maintain, gain, or lose weight, it's all about balance. And one way to see what you're putting into your body is by counting macros. But what does that mean? Megan Kozlowski is a certified nutritionist. She's here to teach us all about it. Thanks for being here today.
For sure. Thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. I'm seeing it all over social media. It's are you counting your macros? Do you have enough protein? Okay, first of all, what are macros? Start simple.
Macros is just like a short way to say macronutrients. So as human beings, we need carbs, carbohydrates, right? Protein, fat. Those are macronutrients.
Those are the big three right there.
Those are the big three you got to have every single day.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of diets, people are like, get rid of the carbs and you'll lose all this weight. So, but it is about a balance, huh?
It really is about a balance and knowing your body specifically. We're not calculators. We all need a certain amount of carbohydrates, protein, and fat based off of whatever our goals are, our activity level, our age. We were just talking about that. Yep. And, you know, a lot of people fear carbohydrates, but carbohydrates are not going to make you fat, right? They are not.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, and I always recommend that people keep carbohydrates in their lifestyle unless there is some kind of condition that tells them to lower that.
Yeah, I feel like we think of fruit. We need fruit. Right?
Yeah,
there's carbs in fruit.
All the micronutrients that keep you healthy, especially this time of year.
So how do we count our macros?
Yeah, so, well, you can find someone like me to help you.
Right, right.
But really the best way to get started is to download an app like MyFitnessPal that we were just talking about. You said you use Fitbit. There's another one that my clients love that's free that's called Macro First. Okay. And just having a normal day of eating, right? And just inputting every single thing that you normally eat. I suggest doing this for about a week. I call it the primer week for my clients, so you know where your baseline is, okay?
So no cheating.
No.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. No judgment.
Exactly. If you want to have the cookie, but just track it, right? I also practice food inclusivity with my clients, meaning no food is off the table, but figuring out what foods are best for your body specifically, right? You were saying how you want to feel your best. So figuring out what foods make you feel your best, right? And so you start with that, start with a normal day, a normal week of eating, and then from there you can find an expert like me or another expert to figure out the right percentages for you based off of whatever your goals are. If you want to lose weight, if you want to just be healthy and feel your best, or if you want to add muscle. But it really is a little bit of a science figuring out those percentages.
Yeah, because the body, I'm guessing, processes things differently, and you know, our age plays a role in that. But it does. What's up with the protein part of it, though? Does our body digest that easier, or what? I guess I don't understand.
So protein is the building blocks of our muscles, right? So your carbohydrates are going to give you the energy. Okay. Your protein is what builds the muscle, okay? And then your fat is what insulates your organs, okay? And protects your organs. Okay. So we need all three of them, right? But protein is like the big buzzword right now, and we were just talking about this. If your goal is to lose weight, you want to make sure that you're eating about 0.6 to 0.8 of your current body weight, okay, of protein, right?
So if you were 150 pounds, 150 grams, but less than that, so 0.8 of that.
Yeah, 0.8 of that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And
which is kind of a lot.
It's a lot at the beginning, and as we were talking, I was telling her the best way to do it is to have balanced meals, right? So you're going to have a protein source at every single meal. A good protein source is about 20 grams of protein per serving.
So like your chicken or tuna.
3 ounces of uncooked chicken. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, and how do we make that work for the whole day?
Right? So balanced meals, right? So it's every meal, shoot for a carbohydrate, a protein, and a fat every 2 to 3 hours. Now, when you first do this, I tell my clients this concept, discipline, okay? So grace and discipline combined. So grace, giving yourself that grace when you're first learning it to be like, okay, this is gonna feel a little uncomfortable. I might feel a little less hungry, right? I might feel a little stuffed. Takes about 2 weeks for your body to adjust to anything new, for you to get used to something, but it does get easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to figure out that goal, first of all, because we do all have different goals. You know, there are folks out there who said, I just need to lose weight. Others who are like, I want to maintain, I feel really good, but how do I maintain this?
I just want to include more fruits and veggies.
Yeah, and then others who are like, I want to get buff. I want to get buff. I need to add that muscle on and feel more toned and look more fit, I guess. you
Yeah,
could
and
say.
so when you have the right balance of carbohydrates, protein, and fat, along with strength training, which we were talking about,
Yes.
that's where you're going to see the results, right? You really have to have two together. We can't out-exercise a bad diet. It just doesn't work like that.
I know, right? You
Yeah.
do have to have both. So
Yeah.
make sure that you are getting those the physical fitness along with great nutrition.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
people are like, okay, I started this year off with a resolution. It's not going great, but
Right.
now I want to get back on the wagon here and steer myself in the right direction. But I need help.
Right,
So
right.
they can contact you.
Absolutely. I love doing this. Like I told her earlier, I geek out over helping people with nutrition. Like that's just my thing because it can feel really overwhelming,
Yeah.
you know, and just to have someone who can guide you through it and talk you off the ledge, it helps a lot.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel I know a lot more about macros. I'm
Good.
understanding.
That was my job. So good.
Appreciate it. Thanks
Yeah,
for being here today.
absolutely.